What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Body by Natalie. This is part 2 of your fall season fat loss plan. And if you haven't watched part 1, I'm gonna link the video below in the comments, so go watch it. And now for part 2, today I want to talk to you guys about these 4 things. The first part I wanna explain is everyone's very first mistake regarding weight gain, weight loss, or whatever over the holidays. Second thing I want to talk about is how to stop your binges, because I know how easy it is to just fall into the habit of overeating for the holidays, and like you see all this Christmas cookies and candy laying around and you just want to eat all of it. Also talk about how to set up your calories for your reverse diet, because it should be starting this week. And then finally, I want to talk about 2 different macro hacks that I use, my clients use, and they're super beneficial to helping you stay on track. Make sure to watch the full video because they're all super important. But I'm going to talk about the first problem that people make. People set unrealistic expectations for themselves. So they go into the holidays thinking, I'm going to lose this much weight by Christmas. I'm going to just not eat the treats. I'm gonna just stay away from the junk food. I'm going to only have chocolate on Christmas. I'm gonna only have desserts on Thanksgiving. So if you go into it already setting yourself up for failure, then you're gonna have a much harder time. Be honest with yourself. Don't go into it thinking, I'm just gonna not eat the treats, when you know every single year you eat the treats and you know what happens. You gain weight and then you can't stop eating the treats. So stop going into the holidays, whatever you're doing, stop thinking that doing the same thing is gonna give you different results when you've been doing the same pattern for years already now. When they do set unrealistic goals, they feel like a failure when they don't reach them, or they feel like there's something wrong with themselves. They blame themselves instead of their diet or the strategy they're following. And when you feel like a failure, you're either gonna just totally quit, throw in the towel and give up, or you're gonna feel guilty and you're gonna just start binging and overeating. And a solution to that is stop setting those weight loss goals. Stop setting unrealistic goals. Stop giving yourself a deadline. There's no rush. Once you take the deadline away and you just kind of take a step back and just realize that you have plenty of time, it's a whole lot stressful and this whole process will be a lot easier. Focus instead on consistency goals. And this is a little trick that I got from Jordan Syatt. He's amazing, a great coach, and I love all of his stuff, but one of the tricks that he uses, and I know a lot of people use, is set a consistency goal calendar. So get a calendar where you can put it up somewhere, like month by month, where you can visually see. And then for every day you hit your calories, get a workout in, whatever, every day that you stay consistent, put an X or a check or something. And then every day that you're not consistent, put something else, like a circle or an X if you put a check for the first one, whatever. Once you set that up, at the end of the month, look over all of the days. How consistent were you? How many days did you hit your calories, get your workout in, compared to days that you didn't? Another trick that you can use to help learn consistency and practice it is, if you look at your calendar and yesterday you were inconsistent, you put a circle or an X or whatever, then today, the next day, you want to make sure you're consistent. So don't have 2 inconsistent days in a row. This whole thing, it's based on consistency. If you're consistent, whatever goals you have will follow. So focus on just practicing that instead of the specific goals that come after. Now, the second part I want to talk about is how to stop binging. And you can do this a couple of ways. One, rewind this and go back and watch the first mistake that I say people make, going into the holidays or something with unrealistic expectations, setting themselves up for failure, failing, and then just quitting. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, you want your body and your mind to be prepared to handle all of this food that will come at you over the holidays. So if you go back and watch part 1, I explain why you should be increasing your calories, and I'm going to talk about that the next part. I'm going to talk about how to set up your calories. I don't know if that made sense. Overall, to stop binging, you want to increase your calories. Now, the third part is how to set up your calories. How many calories should you be eating to reverse diet and stop binging? And this is what you want to do. So if you're in a cut right now or a deficit and you've been losing weight, first things first, you want to find your maintenance calories. And you can do this by either adding a few hundred calories to where you're at right now and see whether you gain weight, maintain weight, lose weight, whatever, and then just go based off that. Or you can use calculators. The Mueller equation is probably one of the most accurate ones. I use it for myself and my clients. So just Google it, Mueller equation, and plug in all of your information, and that will give you a good estimate. From there, you want to stay at those calories for a couple weeks just to give your body time to adjust and for you to make any changes if necessary. Keep tracking your weight, keep monitoring your progress, and then each week add 50 to 100 calories. And that's either, 10 to 15 grams of carbs or 2 to 5 grams of fat. You could do both. You could choose one. Either way, somehow you need to manipulate your calories and increase them a little bit. When you reverse diet, sometimes people even lose weight because they just adhere to their calorie deficit better than they were before. So you're increasing your calories every day and you're stopping your overeating, you're stopping your binging, you're stopping your snacking, and that will actually keep you in a calorie deficit even better than aiming for the low calories and just totally blowing them out of the water. Third thing is, again, monitor your progress every week. See if you're gaining weight, losing weight. The objective is to get your calories as high as you can while maintaining your weight and minimizing fat gain. So for me, I'll actually show you my numbers in a second, so keep watching the video. I'm at 2,100 calories right now, and I'm maintaining my weight. Next week I'll be at maybe 2,200, then 2,300. My goal is to hopefully get up to close to 3,000 calories and not gain any weight. So your limit of calories depends on you, and you just need to monitor it, use trial and error, and just see how your body responds. If you're still with me through this video, thank you so much. If you've learned anything or like any of this content so far, please give this video a thumbs up. Before I go into the next part, talking about macro hacks and showing you guys my specific macros, I want to let you guys know that I am releasing a new macro tracking 101 ebook, and the waitlist to join is now open. I'm going to put the link in the comments below, and when you join the waitlist, you get two things. You get first dibs on the book, you get to buy it and get it before anyone else does, and you get $30 off. So if this is something you're interested in, if you've been learning a lot about calories and macros and you want to get a more in-depth understanding, then I would highly suggest you join the waitlist and be ready for this macro tracking book, because everything I know about macros and calories I'm putting into this book. So click the link below in the comments, go ahead and join the waitlist and be on the lookout for that. Now, the fourth part in this fat loss part 2 series, macro hacks. And I'm gonna talk about two. One is intermittent fasting, which I practice, and calorie cycling, which I practice, and a lot of my clients do as well. Intermittent fasting is when you have alternating periods, windows of time where you eat and drink, and then windows of time where you don't eat and drink. And setting up those windows is entirely up to you and how hungry you are and your schedule. You can use intermittent fasting as a macro hack to stay on track, because if you know that you have a dinner coming up or a party coming up, or you're getting drinks one night, and there's just something that you want to plan for and save a chunk of your calories for, you can plan for that during the day by just eating less during the day. But if you can't do that, like if you're super hungry during the day, like you have to eat something, stick to high protein, high fiber foods in the morning to keep you full throughout the day, and then save your carbs and your fat calories and a majority of your other calories for at night, for the party or the event or whatever you're trying to save your calories for. The second way is calorie cycling, and I actually did a post on this on my Instagram. If you don't follow my Instagram, I'm gonna put it below. It's at Body by Natalie, and it was a really great infographic post showing you throughout the week how your calories can vary while still hitting your weekly calorie goal. For example, if you are aiming to eat 1,600 calories a day, it's 11,200 calories. So this is your weekly calorie goal. And it doesn't matter how your calories are spread out every day throughout the week, as long as you're reaching your weekly goal, then you're on track and you're consistent. For example, say you have a holiday party on a Wednesday and you are eating, you know, Christmas cookies, you're drinking hot chocolate, drinking martinis, taking shots, eating pizza, whatever you're doing at this holiday party, and that puts your calories up to like 2,000 for the day, maybe 2,500 on a Wednesday, and you're like, oh shit, I already screwed up, I might as well just stop tracking the rest of the week, like, and you're just in fuck it mode for the next 4 days until Monday hits again. Don't let that happen. If you're over on your calories one day, you can make it up through the rest of the week. So if you are high calorie on Wednesday, drop your calories the next few days so your overall weekly total is still the same once Sunday hits. Another thing you can do is, like intermittent fasting, you can plan ahead. So if you know you're going on vacation or going out of town one weekend, or you know specifically you want to eat your face off for, you want to save your calories for, decrease your calories from Monday through Thursday, Monday through Friday, so that gives you extra room on the weekends for your calories. All right guys, I'm gonna show you an example week that I had actually of several weeks ago. This was the very first week of my reverse diet. So here's the example. My macro goals are 135 protein, 225 carbs, 62 fat, with a total calories for the day of about 2,000. Monday, I ate 1,200 calories. Tuesday, 1,400. Wednesday, 1,800. I ate under my calorie goal Monday through about Thursday or Friday. And Saturday, I had 4,000 calories, 500 grams of carbs, 150 grams of fat. Sunday, I dropped them down a little bit again. And look, my weekly average is about the same. They're a little bit over, slightly over, protein slightly under, but calorie-wise, it's about the same. Here's another example. This kind of went into the extreme, but I had 2 high calorie days this week. So this Sunday, whatever week this was, I barely ate anything at all, but that's okay. Like, I just listened to my body. I didn't try to restrict. I just wasn't hungry. So Monday, Tuesday, I underate. Wednesday, I had 5,500 calories. Saturday, over 3,000 calories. My weekly goals were still the same, and I still lost a pound from this week to this week. Even with my 5,000 calorie day on Wednesday, I lost a pound. This is why it's so important to know that just because you have one bad day, don't let it fuck up the rest of your week, because you can still make progress. Now, yes, the 600 calorie days and 300 calorie days, those are super extreme and I wouldn't recommend that, but especially for the holidays coming up, you may have days like this. So just be prepared and know that you don't need to go into fuck it mode for one bad day. This is this current week. My goals now are increased even more. Fat I'm gonna keep the same. Carbs are up by 15 this week, because the week before I increased my calories so much and I still lost weight. So my goal every week is to increase my calories. So after this week, maybe I'll go to 275 carbs and, 70 grams of fat. So how much you increase your calories and carbs by depends on your weight and your goals, and if you're trying to minimize fat gain and monitoring your progress. So I hope showing you my numbers and specific examples of how to vary your calories during the day, I hope that helps you guys just get a visual picture and a layout of everything. Just a reminder, the waitlist for my Macro Tracking 101 book is in the comments below. Join the waitlist, get first dibs on the book, get $30 off. That's the end of the video. If you learned anything from this, or you think it would benefit anyone at all, again, hit the thumbs up button, screenshot this on your phone or your computer, whatever, share it to Instagram and tag me, because I love seeing what you guys learn from what I teach you. And I will catch you guys next week. Bye.